Hello you guys, welcome back to Labs with Nye. In today's activity we will discuss atomic structure. And so in today's video we will need the following periodic table, 3 different colored candies, M&M's work best or Skittles. The first color you'll use for your protons, the second color you'll use for your neutrons, and the third color that you will use is for your electrons. So we need 6 large cookies. I have them over there. That is what I'm looking at. I have them over there and I frosted them. I had the frosting on the cookies so far. And so you need 6 flat large cookies. And so you need a thin licorice, or you can do thin icing. You need white paper plates, a sheet of paper, or a large paper towel. And so the reason why we're doing this is because we want to show how and what atoms are and how they can be useful. The term atoms comes from the Greek word for invisible, right? Because it was once thought that atoms were the smallest thing in the universe and cannot be divided. So now we know that atoms are made of 3 particles: protons, neutrons, and electrons, which are composed of even more small particles such as quarks. So the demonstration will include what electron shows each element possesses, so and how many protons there are, neutrons, and electrons it contains, and which ones share electrons. So we're going to be dividing and seeing which element has the same number of protons, neutrons, and electrons. And I'm going to sort them out. I'm going to show you how I'm doing them. My cookies are already made. I just bought sugar cookies. And yeah, try this at home. So we have 6 large cookies for each element that we're going to be doing. I got my girl Kia with me, helping me today. So yeah. This is an illustration of what the cookies are going to look like. Alright, we have them labeled for each of our elements. Now we're going to begin to put the M&Ms on and place the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons on each. Okay, so as she's drawing the outer shell, I will be separating the M&Ms from protons, neutrons, and electrons from red, blue, and brown. She's drawing the outer circles, outer shell, and the inner shells for each. Alright, now I'm going to be separating my protons, my red M&Ms versus the brown M&Ms that are electrons, and the blue M&Ms that are neutrons right now, as she wraps up the inner and outer shells. I can place them on there. So far we're separating them. Alright, so for the first one is hydrogen. So we have 1 proton, 0 neutrons, and 1 electron. So over here, our protons are red, so she's going to place 1. So she put 1 proton, and we have 1 electron. So she's going to put a brown one in the outer part of the hydrogen. And this is what the first one looks like. 1 proton, 0 neutrons, and 1 electron. So next one we have helium. Helium's right here. We have 2 protons, 2 neutrons, and 2 electrons. So we're going to take 2 blue ones. She's going to put them in the middle. And then she's going to take 2 red ones, protons. Put these in the middle. Then we have 2 electrons last. 1 up here. And 1 down here. And this is the finished product of helium. Next we have lithium. Lithium is right here. She already got the 2 outer shells and inner shell. Alright, so lithium has 3 protons, 3 neutrons, and 3 electrons. So we're going to do 3 reds for protons. She's going to place them in the middle. Then we have 3 neutrons, blue. She's going to place these in the middle as well. And then we have 3 electrons. You're going to put 2 right there. Alright. This is the finished product of lithium. Alright, next is carbon. Carbon has 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. 3 protons, 3 neutrons. 6 neutrons. I'm sorry. And 6 electrons. This is our finished product for carbon. Alright, second to last one, we have oxygen, 8 protons, 8 neutrons, and 8 electrons. So I'm count out 8. Alright, this is our finished product for oxygen. Alright, now for the last one is neon, 10 protons, 10 neutrons, and 10 electrons. So we're gonna count all of them like this did before. Alright, 10 protons, now the neutrons. Alright, now we have 10 neutrons, 10 protons, and 10 electrons for our neon as our last one. Shout out to Kia for helping. Try it at home. The good thing about these is that M&Ms are useful to separate, to label, etc. Now we can eat them. And look at this. He's gonna eat it.